Hi guys, myself Ankit. In this video, we shall see another problem in LeetCode. Summary ranges. So you're given a sorted unique integer array nums. So they've given an array that's containing integers and all the elements are unique and they're in sorted order. So return the smallest sorted list of ranges that cover all the numbers in the array exactly. So that is each of the element in the array is covered exactly by one of its ranges and there is no integer should be in the range such that it's not present in the array as well. So let's understand the problem with an example in a better way. So they're given an array 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 2, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, this is the example they have given. If you observe carefully, all the elements are in sorted order. Yes. Are they unique? Yes. And what we need to return is, so here 0, 1, 2 is a range. So 0 to 2 is a range only if 0, 1, 2, that range contains 0, 1, 2 elements, right? So you could say 0, 1, 2 is a range. Why 0, 1, 2, 4 cannot be a range? Because 3 is not present. So 0 to 4 can only be a range if 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these elements are present. But 3 is not, since 3 is not present, 0 to 2 is only a range. So 0 to 2 is a range. Next, if you observe, the next range comes from 4. Okay, the next element is 5, which is next after 5. Is there 6 present? No. So stop. This is one range. So 4 to 5 is one other range. And at last one element is present and that itself becomes a range, the single number. So we have to return this all these ranges as a string in the list. So yeah, this is what we need to return. 0 to 2 is a range, 4 to 5 is a range, 7 is a range. So what's the approach to solve the problem? So what we can do is, let's take the same example now. 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. And now we will have a pointer. So first pointer pointing here, two pointers. Let's have two pointers, start and end. Start represents start of a range, end represents end of that range, which is started from here. So if you see for 0, 1, 2, this will be a start and this will be end. So how do we get that? Let's see. Now we will have two pointers starting to 0th number. So next we start the loop. Loop will start from 0th first position. So let this be I position. So I equal to 1 because 0th position is assigned to start and end. So next, now in the loop, we have to check whether 1 is equal to end plus 1. End is pointing to 0th position, right? So end is equal to 0 and start will also be equal to 0 here. So once you have this, now check array of I is equal to n plus 1. 0 means this element, not the position. So this is element. So is 1 equal to 0 plus 1. That means 1 equal to 1. Yes, it is. That that means the next element is greater than one number greater than the previous one. So they are in the increasing order. So we can consider now as 0, 1 as a range, not only 0 because 1 is the next number, 0, 1 as a range. So this end will move over here. Okay, next move to next element. So I will also be moved. So cancel I is pointing here. Now check I and 1. 1 and 2 we have to compare. Are they equal? Not equal. Is 1 next to 2? Next number of 1 is 2. Is 2 is present as a next number to 1? That means I array of I is it equal to n plus 1. So here 2 is equal to n is 1. This is 1. 1 plus 1. 2 equal to 2. Yes, it is. So that means that's the next number. So we can move n to the ith position. So n will be pointing to next. So here what n moves. So after this again push I. So cancel I will be pointing here. Now check. Is I equal to n plus 1? 4 equal to 2 plus 1. So 4 equal to 3. Is it? No. So that indicates 0 to 2 is a range. So 0 is pointing. We have start pointing to 0 and end pointing to 2. So for the output we need to have an arrow mark as well. If you see the output, we need to have an arrow mark. How do you get the arrow mark? So just result dot add. I'm just saying for Java. If it is C++, you have to be pushback. That's it. So first we have to create a list, array list in the Java and vector list in C++. So this result dot add, result dot pushback. This is for Java and C++. What do you need to add? Start plus the arrow mark plus end. This is fine because it will be typecasted to string only here. But here pushback off. This is a number, right? We need it as a string. So how do we do? So toString we have toString of start plus arrow mark plus toString of end. toString of end. So this is for Java, this is for C++. So we add 0, 2, 0 to 2 as a string to the list. So now what we have to do? After this we have to point both start and end to where? This ith position, right? So cancel start and end. Both will point to ith position. Next I will be incremented to the next loop. So I will point here instead of here. I will be pointing here. Now check whether 5 is equal to 4 plus 1. Yes, it is. So that's the next number. So n will move to the next position. This is n now. Next again, I will move to next position. Okay. So now check whether 7 equal to 5 plus 1. No, they are not equal. So that means 4 to 5 is 1. List. Again, list dot add of start is pointing to 4, end is pointing to 5. So after this, we add it to the list. After that, both start and end to the last value 7. So now I will be incremented to next loop. So that will come out of loop, right? So once it comes out, we have still 7 remaining in the array. So for that what we need to do? We have to check whether start is equal to end. After the loop also, if we have to check whether start is equal to end. So if they are equal, then just add the number start. Result dot add of start. Result dot add of start. If it is not equal, if start is not equal to end, then we have to add in this format because there will be still more integers 7 to end as normal case. So if this was 6, then we would have come out of the loop I, right? So in such case, start will point to 4, end will point to 6. So in that case, you have to start and end add at the last exceptional condition you have to give and add them. So this is how we solve the problem. So if you carefully observe, so start and end both point into array of 0, array of 0. So after that, you have to follow from I equal to 1 to n lesser than n, which means so inside the loop, first you have to check if end plus 1 equal to array of I. So if it is, then what you have to do? End will be incremented. So after end is incremented to the next position, that means n will be equal to array of I. So after n is incremented, that is done for here. So next comes the else condition. Else what we have to do? If this doesn't happen, else we have to check. So in the else what you have to check? If start equal to end. So if that is the case, then that will be a single element, right? So if it is 1, 2, then 5, then 7, 9. So here start and end will be equal because This is one um, range. After that, start and end will be pointed to next position, right? So start equal to end. In such case, if this is not equal, then you have to check if start equal to end. If start is equal to end, result dot add of start directly. Otherwise, what you have to do? Start is not equal to end, which means 1, 2. If you have this, then 3, then 7, 9. So in such case, I will be pointing here, and start is here, end is here. So start is here I7 is not equal to 3 plus 4, so this will be false. Then comes to else one. Start is equal to no, this will be false. Here that means this is a range, so we have to add that to the range. So result dot add of start plus arrow mark plus end. Yeah, that's it. And at last, again one more condition, same repeating condition continue, and it will solve the problem. So we will code this. First, create a list of type integer. So let's name it as result equal to new array list. So now int start is pointing to nums of 0. Similarly, int end also will be pointing to nums of 0. So next, for int I equal to 1, I lesser than nums dot length I plus plus, check if end plus 1, if this is equal to nums of I. So if so, then end will be equal to nums of I. Else what you need to do? You have to check if start equal to end. If it is equal, then just result dot add of start. If it is not equal, then result dot add of okay, start dot to integer dot to string of start you have to give, because that's a integer dot to string of start. Yeah. Here result dot add of start plus the arrow mark plus end. Here it's not necessary because it will be automatically typecast straight to string because we are using this. Then yeah, after this, start and end will be pointing to next element, so that is nums of I. So after this, as I said, last one element will be remaining, no? So for this last thing, this one, so for that again same condition, I'll just copy this. I have to paste it over here. Okay, so then return result. So one more thing, they have given the length can be 0 as well. So if the length is 0, then just return the null. So check here only. If nums dot length equal to 0, return result. That will be null. Empty array, empty list. Sorry. Yeah, we will run this. Okay. Okay. This should be string. Yeah, because we are returning a list of type string, not integer. Yeah. And for C++, it's the same code. Here instead of length, it will be size. Then toString, instead of add, it will push back, and here toString will be same, a little bit change. So I'll show the C++ code. Yeah. See pushback, and here it's necessary to give toString. Same thing. So we'll run this as well. That's a vector string result. Okay. So we'll submit one of the codes. Okay, successfully submitted. If you understood the concept, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll come with other in next session. Until then, keep learning. Thank you.